The Galactic Council chamber floated in silent orbit above a cold blue star. Its walls were made of crystal alloy, glowing softly with light from distant suns. Hundreds of species had gathered there over centuries, but today the chamber felt tense. At the center stood 5 alien representatives, tall and confident, their bodies shaped by worlds older than Earth. They believed this meeting would be remembered as another moment of dominance. The 5 aliens spoke loudly, one after another, their voices echoing across the chamber. They boasted about their battleships, their long history of war, and the countless civilizations that had bowed before them. Their fleets had burned stars, shattered moons, and erased enemies from the galaxy. To them, power was proven only through destruction. One of the aliens projected images into the air. Massive alien warships filled the space above the council floor. Their armor was thick, their weapons glowing with deadly energy. The aliens laughed as they showed the scale of their fleets. They spoke of how no force could stand against them. Then the topic turned to Earth. Humans, one alien said with clear amusement. A young species, divided, emotional, weak. Another alien added, their warships are small. Their weapons are crude. They have no place in galactic war. The council chamber filled with murmurs. Some species watched quietly. Others looked uneasy. Humanity had only recently joined the wider galaxy. They had not fought major wars beyond their system. Many believed they were harmless. But Earth was listening. Far away, inside Earth's Unified Defense Command, a group of humans watched the council broadcast in silence. The room was simple but strong, built deep beneath the surface of the planet. Large screens showed the 5 aliens as they mocked humanity. Admiral June stood at the center of the room. His face was calm, but his eyes were sharp. He had spent most of his life preparing for wars that others hoped would never come. Beside him stood Commander Day, quiet and focused. He was responsible for fleet coordination and had memorized the movement of every human warship. Captain Hannah leaned forward, her arms crossed. She was younger than the others, but she had seen enough conflict to know pride often came before disaster. Analyst Una sat at her console, recording every word spoken by the aliens. She said nothing, but her fingers moved quickly. No one interrupted the broadcast. No one argued. The aliens continued to boast. They spoke of sending a fleet near Earth space not to fight but to show power. They believed fear would force humans into submission. When the broadcast ended, the room remained quiet. Finally, Admiral June spoke. They think silence means weakness. Commander Day nodded. They think age equals strength. Captain Hannah exhaled slowly. They forgot one thing. June looked at her. Survival. Humanity had not grown in peace. Earth had survived disasters, wars, and near extinction. Humans learned fast because they had to. Every conflict had shaped their technology, their tactics, and their thinking. June turned to the command table. Activate quiet mobilization. No alarms rang. No public announcements were made. The order passed silently through secure channels. Across Earth, hidden facilities awakened. Deep beneath mountains, massive doors opened. In ocean trenches, sealed docks came to life. On the dark side of the moon, long silent shipyards powered up. Mars, covered in red dust, revealed structures buried beneath its surface. Human warships began to move. These ships were not built to look impressive. They were built to survive and kill. Their hulls were dark and angular, designed to scatter energy and resist impact. Their weapons were silent, controlled, and devastating. Fleet Commander Hyun reviewed reports from orbit. All groups responding. Timing? June asked. Perfect, Hyun replied. Captain Hannah boarded her warship, a heavy assault cruiser. The ship did not shine. It absorbed light like a shadow. His crew moved with calm focus. There was no fear. They trusted the fleet. On another deck, Engineer Era ran diagnostics. Core stable. Weapons cold. Ready when needed. In a distant control center, Strategist 1 studied alien fleet patterns. They rely on intimidation, he said. They show power before they strike. June nodded. Then we show nothing. As days passed, the alien fleet approached Earth space. Their ships moved in loud formation, weapons visible, engines bright. They wanted to be seen. The Galactic Council watched closely. Some members felt doubt. The humans had not responded with fear or anger. They had sent only one message. You wish to witness our fleet. The aliens laughed when they heard it. Now, near the edge of Earth system, space was quiet. The alien fleet slowed, confident and proud. They believed humans would appear soon, small and scattered. Instead, nothing happened. The alien commanders began to speak among themselves. They mocked the empty space ahead. Then space bent. Sensors screamed. Data flooded alien systems faster than they could process. Dark shapes appeared where there had been nothing. Human warships emerged. Not one, not 10, hundreds, then thousands. They formed perfect lines, silent and controlled. Their engines did not glow. Their weapons did not charge. They simply arrived. The aliens fell silent. From the bridge of his flagship, Admiral June watched the display. His voice was calm when he spoke. Hold position. Across the human fleet, the order echoed. The warships stopped, surrounding the alien fleet from every direction. Escape paths closed without a single shot fired. Captain Hannah looked at the alien ships on her screen. They see us now. June nodded. They always do. Eventually, the 5 aliens, watching from the council chamber, felt something they had not felt in centuries. Fear. And Earth had not even begun to speak. The human fleet moved in silence, hidden beneath layers of stealth technology that even the most advanced alien sensors struggled to detect. Deep beneath Earth's surface, in control centers shielded from observation, humans coordinated movements with precision and patience. Every ship, from small fighters to massive dreadnoughts, waited for a single signal, ready to act as one unit. Admiral June stood at the command console, his hands resting lightly on the panel. His calm presence gave confidence to the officers around him. Commander Day leaned beside him, eyes scanning holographic displays that showed alien fleet positions. Each dot of light represented a potential threat, but also an opportunity. They did not panic. Humans were accustomed to danger. Captain Hannah paced slowly across the bridge of her cruiser. Her crew moved in silent, coordinated steps, performing checks without needing orders. Every action had been rehearsed, every calculation verified. Even the youngest officer, Ensign Sora, knew her role in the massive operation that was quietly taking shape. In another facility, Engineer Era monitored the activation of massive energy cores. They hummed softly, waiting for the command that would turn potential power into devastating strength. Weapon systems were offline for now, quietly charging in preparation. Era's fingers flew over the console, ensuring every calculation was precise. Strategist 1 studied the alien fleet's formations on his holographic display. He noticed patterns in the alien movements, predictable, reliant on intimidation, not surprise. The humans had learned centuries ago that confidence could be broken, not just by force but by precision and patience. One considered the alien psychology and made silent adjustments to the human fleet's deployment. Far above Earth, orbital satellites relayed data in real time. Sensors tracked alien warp signatures, analyzing ship speeds, energy levels, and probable weapon ranges. June watched the reports carefully. Every move the aliens made was expected, yet humans treated it as a test of discipline and coordination. June turned to Day. They believe we will panic. They will be disappointed. Day nodded. Our patience is our strength. They will see it soon. Hannah joined them. We do not need to strike first, only to show that we are ready. Across Earth, hundreds of hidden shipyards activated simultaneously. Massive warships slid from concealment, their hulls dark and angular, engines hidden, and weapons systems silent. Humans had designed them not for show but for survival and effectiveness. Each vessel could operate independently or as part of the fleet, with precise coordination that no alien system had anticipated. Fleet Commander Hyun oversaw deployment from Luna's underground command center. Communications flowed smoothly despite the distance, connecting Earth, Mars, and lunar bases. Human fleet divisions were positioned to block escape routes and create strategic advantage without firing a single shot. Hannah's cruiser glided silently through orbit, joining the massive formation that now surrounded the alien fleet's predicted path. Fighter squadrons positioned themselves along flanks, ready to intercept any sudden movements. The human fleet moved as one, each ship knowing its place and purpose, like a living organism anticipating attack without threat or chaos. Ensign Sora checked her instruments one last time. "All systems nominal," she said quietly. Era nodded. "Weapons cold. Engines ready. Waiting for command." June looked at the display and saw the alien fleet approaching. Their movements were aggressive yet predictable. Their arrogance was visible in the way they showed off massive firepower. Their lights bright, engines burning, and energy signatures exposed. They had no idea what waited for them. Day tapped on his console. "They have crossed the threshold. Soon they will see why we are not afraid." June's voice remained calm. "Patience. Let them enter our zone." As the aliens neared Earth's orbit, they could sense the presence of the human fleet, though they did not understand its scale. Sensors picked up shapes and signals that were difficult to interpret. Data overload caused confusion among the alien crews. They had expected small, scattered resistance. Instead, they faced a perfectly coordinated human fleet, silent yet immense, spread across the system in a formation they had never seen before. The alien leaders tried to respond, but human stealth technology and electronic countermeasures made their communications unreliable. They spoke to one another in frustration, unsure of what they were witnessing. Their arrogance was shaken. In the command center on Mars, Admiral June activated the fleet's holographic displays. Every human ship was in position, weapons and systems checked, energy core stable, engines ready. Every officer understood the plan. Demonstrate readiness, not provoke, maintain control. Hannah took a deep breath and looked at her crew. "Remember, we are not the first aggressors. We do not need to fire. Our strength will be seen without violence." Ensign Sora nodded. "Understood, Captain." Meanwhile, across the vast distance of space, alien ships were struggling to interpret the incoming signals. Their sensors detected anomalies, warships that did not appear on standard scans, signals that did not match known propulsion systems, formations that were impossible according to their understanding of fleet tactics. Panic was slowly creeping into their minds. Fleet Commander Hyun issued quiet commands, moving the human fleet into tighter alignment. They surrounded the alien fleet in a subtle, calculated pattern, blocking potential retreat routes without being aggressive. Humans had learned that control could be established without firing, and intimidation could be a weapon as powerful as any missile. The 5 alien leaders met in private chambers aboard their flagship. Their confidence wavered. The humans were unlike any species they had encountered. They had underestimated patience, coordination, and restraint. Hannah's cruiser adjusted its position silently, monitoring the alien flagship. The alien crew was confused, but the human crew remained calm. Engineers, tacticians, and soldiers all worked together as if time itself moved in their favor. June spoke to the command center. "Observe them. Let them realize their mistake before they make one." Days passed. The aliens continued their show of force, unaware that their every move had been anticipated. Human ships mirrored them subtly, countering any potential threat without a trace of aggression. Their readiness was a silent declaration of power. Strategist 1 studied the alien formations carefully. They rely on spectacle and intimidation. They will overextend if given the chance. We do not give it to them. Hyun smiled slightly. Then we wait, as they stumble into our reality. From Earth, humans monitored every council broadcast, every alien move. There was no hurry, no panic, no recklessness. Humans knew that war was not always won by the first shot, but by the perfect timing, coordination, and understanding of the enemy. Hannah looked at the stars through the viewport. They do not know what it means to fight humans. They will learn eventually. June nodded. And by then it will be too late. The human fleet remained invisible yet omnipresent, hidden yet commanding, prepared yet patient. Their strength was quiet, their strategy precise. The aliens had boasted of centuries of war and battleships that could destroy worlds. But humans had patience, unity, and a silent fleet that would leave the galaxy in awe when it finally revealed itself. The alien fleet entered Earth's orbit, their ships shining brightly, engines glowing, and weapons ready. They expected to intimidate, to show that humans were still a minor force in the galaxy. But the humans had already positioned themselves with precision, invisible and calm, like shadows waiting in the vastness of space. Admiral June watched the alien fleet on the main display. "Now," he said quietly, "we show them our truth." Commander Day adjusted the fleet formation. Each ship, from the smallest fighter to the largest dreadnought, moved silently into perfect alignment. The human fleet was immense, but each ship was controlled with precision, ready to act as a single entity. This was the first time in the galaxy that the aliens would witness humans' full coordination. Captain Hannah leaned over her console, watching alien reactions through sensors. "They are confident," she said, "but they cannot process what they are seeing." Engineer Era monitored energy outputs from her station. All systems stable, weapons charged, engines ready. No surprises. Fleet Commander Hyun spoke calmly from the Lunar Command Center. "They think they are the hunters. We are the unseen threat." From deep space, Strategist 1 observed the alien fleet's movements. Every alien ship was responding to the human presence in panic, trying to adjust formation, but it was too late. The humans had anticipated every possible move. Every route of escape had already been blocked, every weakness anticipated. Ensign Sora checked her consoles repeatedly. "They are not responding as expected. Confusion is spreading." Hannah nodded. "That is exactly what we wanted. Patience is our weapon." The 5 alien leaders convened in their flagship, their faces tense with fear. Their centuries of experience had never prepared them for this. They had expected a scattered resistance, maybe a few ships, but not a fleet of this scale and precision. Their sensors overloaded, showing too many targets, too much activity, too much coordination. It was impossible for them to calculate all angles. Meanwhile, Earth's human fleet remained silent. Not a single shot was fired. They circled the alien fleet like a living organism, each ship a precise part of a larger whole. The humans had no desire for unnecessary conflict. Their purpose was to show strength, unity, and mastery over strategy. June spoke quietly. "Let them feel the weight of our presence." "No action yet." Commander Day agreed. "Their fear is growing. They will make mistakes if we wait." Hannah monitored the alien flagship. Its engines were bright, trying to escape detection, but human stealth systems masked every approach. Their weapons were prepared to respond instantly if needed, but the humans held back. Control was more powerful than aggression. Deep below the surface of Mars, Engineer Era observed the activation of hidden turrets, silent missile bays, and energy shields. Every weapon was ready, yet nothing moved without orders. Humans had built for resilience, not chaos. Their patience had become a weapon more effective than any cannon. The alien fleet attempted to communicate with the Galactic Council. Orders were given to retreat to assess the new threat. But human electronic countermeasures scrambled their signals. The aliens could not coordinate effectively. Confusion spread across the fleet, panic replacing pride. On the bridge of Hannah's cruiser, she smiled faintly. "They still think they are in control." June nodded. "Let them learn otherwise." Suddenly, the first human warship moved forward slightly, enough to signal a shift in position but not an attack. Sensors picked up the movement, and the aliens interpreted it as an aggressive action. Their fear intensified. A small communication glitch caused misinterpretation across their fleet. The 5 alien leaders watched helplessly as their formations started to falter. Ships moved incorrectly, some attempting to retreat while others remained exposed. They realized their advantage, their arrogance, had been neutralized before battle even began. Fleet Commander Hyun observed the alien reactions. They are realizing too late. Their strategy cannot adapt. Hannah's voice was calm. Humans never underestimate. We calculate, wait, and strike only when necessary. In the human control centers, data from all ships flowed seamlessly. Satellites tracked every movement, every energy reading, every engine output. Humans did not rely on technology alone. They relied on discipline, coordination, and understanding of the enemy. They had studied the aliens extensively, predicting likely behaviors and responses. Ensign Sora looked at the displays in awe. Everything is going according to plan. Their confusion is total. Era nodded. All systems ready. No failures. Humans are in full control. The aliens attempted to regroup, forming smaller units trying to consolidate power. But humans anticipated each step. Their fleet adjusted silently, closing off routes, creating layers of containment. No violence was needed, yet the aliens felt trapped and exposed. Admiral June finally gave the order. Begin demonstration. Maximum presence. Zero aggression. As human ships shifted in formation, the sheer size and coordination became clear. Alien sensors could not ignore it. Massive cruisers, carriers, and battle platforms moved in synchronization, showing strength without firing a shot. The human fleet communicated silently through encrypted channels, every ship aware of its role. The alien leaders realized that centuries of experience meant nothing against human patience and unity. Their pride was shattered. They had boasted of their strength, of their battleships, of their conquests. Yet here they were, surrounded, powerless, unable to retreat, unable to strike. Hannah's cruiser moved closer to the alien flagship, sensors analyzing weaknesses without taking aggressive action. Her crew was calm, ready to act instantly if necessary, but patience remained their weapon. Every human officer understood that restraint was as powerful as firepower. Fleet Commander Hyun reported quietly, "They are finally realizing humans are different. Their fear is spreading across the fleet." June's voice was steady. "Let them understand fully. Let them see the true meaning of being outmatched without battle." As hours passed, alien ships struggled to maintain cohesion. Their energy readings fluctuated, engines overworked, sensors overloaded. Humans watched silently, waiting for any sign of aggression. None came. The aliens were forced to accept that their boastful pride had been met with unmatched precision and calm. Strategist 1 studied their behavior. They have underestimated patience. They cannot adapt to this discipline. Hannah looked at her crew. "We are not here to destroy them. We are here to show them what humans can achieve together." The aliens' pride crumbled further. They had believed strength was shown through attacks and battleships, but humans had revealed a different kind of power. Coordination, patience, and silent strength had surpassed aggression. The 5 aliens, who had once boasted proudly before the Galactic Council, now felt fear for the first time in centuries. Admiral June observed the final alignment of his fleet. They have learned their first lesson. The galaxy will hear of this day. The human fleet remained patient, disciplined, and united, ready to act if needed, yet showing power in a way the aliens could not ignore. For the first time, the 5 alien leaders understood that humans were not to be underestimated. Humanity's true strength was not in immediate violence, but in preparation, coordination, and the quiet, overwhelming presence of a fleet that could not be ignored. The human fleet remained in perfect formation, a silent wall of discipline that stretched across the vastness of space. Every ship, every crew member, every weapon system was in place, waiting for the moment to show its power. There was no rush, no panic, no wasted movement. Humans had mastered patience as a tool, and now it became the deadliest weapon of all. Admiral June observed the alien fleet from the command bridge of his flagship. "They do not understand us," he said calmly. "They still believe strength is measured by weapons and firepower alone." Commander Day nodded, his eyes scanning the displays. "Every ship in position. They cannot escape. Every route is covered." Captain Hannah leaned forward, studying the alien vessels. "They think they are the hunters, but they are trapped. And they do not yet know it." Engineer Era monitored energy outputs, making sure that all systems remained stable. "Engines ready, weapons charged, shields at maximum. We are prepared for anything." Fleet Commander Hyun communicated silently with divisions across Earth, Mars, and lunar bases. Every ship responded without hesitation, following orders with perfect timing. The aliens, despite their power, were unaware of the precision and scale of the human fleet surrounding them. From the alien flagship, the 5 leaders watched in disbelief. Their proud fleet, once thought unstoppable, now seemed fragile, exposed, and confused. Sensors could not calculate the exact number of human ships. Every movement they attempted was anticipated, blocked, or neutralized by human positioning. Their pride was crumbling, replaced by fear they had never experienced. Strategist 1 analyzed the alien fleet's attempts to escape. "They cannot adapt," he said. "They are trapped because they cannot understand our coordination. Their arrogance blinded them." Ensign Sora observed the alien reactions on her console. "They are panicking. Every attempt to maneuver fails." Hannah nodded. "That is what we wanted. Their fear will teach them what we do not need to say." Suddenly, a human warship adjusted its position slightly, a minor shift that revealed the size and coordination of the fleet more clearly. The alien sensors were overwhelmed. Thousands of vessels, all moving in sync, each aware of its place and role. Not a single shot had been fired, yet the humans had demonstrated complete dominance. Admiral June spoke to his officers. "This is the demonstration. Maximum presence, zero aggression. Let them feel our strength without a single attack." Commander Day replied, "They will remember this day. Pride and arrogance can be broken without a fight." Hannah's cruiser moved closer to the center of the human formation, her sensors capturing the reactions of the alien flagship. The aliens attempted to coordinate an organized withdrawal, but the humans had already blocked every path. Communication breakdowns among the alien ships caused chaos. Engines overheated, weapons systems misfired, and fear spread among the crews. Engineer Era monitored the flow of energy across the fleet. All systems functioning perfectly. Their panic is visible in their energy patterns. "They are making mistakes we can exploit if necessary." Hyun responded from Lunar Command. "No need yet. Observation is enough. They will learn without being destroyed." Hours passed. The alien leaders struggled to regain control, their confidence shattered. They had come to show superiority, to mock humanity, but instead, they were confronted with an organized, silent, and omnipresent fleet that human intelligence had constructed with patience and precision. The 5 aliens held a private council aboard their flagship. Fear was visible in their expressions. Their fleets, once the pinnacle of power, were surrounded by a force they could not understand, a species that did not act impulsively, but with deadly calculation. Captain Hannah's voice cut through the calm of her bridge. "Observe, learn. Do not underestimate us again." Strategist 1 continued to monitor the alien fleet. "They cannot retreat. They cannot attack. Their overconfidence has trapped them. This is the power of patience and coordination." Ensign Sora studied the displays. Every ship knows its role. Every move is calculated. They will not see an attack coming, and yet they are already defeated. June smiled faintly. "This is the first lesson. We show strength not just with weapons, but with unity and strategy. Let them understand without destruction." The alien ships tried one last maneuver. They attempted to flank the human fleet, hoping to create an opening. But the humans had anticipated this. Hidden ships adjusted, cutting off every path, surrounding the alien forces more completely. The aliens were trapped in space, powerless, their pride shattered. Hannah looked at her crew. "Remember, strength is not in firepower alone. Our unity is our power. This is how humans dominate." The aliens realized their mistake. They had boasted before the council, claiming unmatched supremacy. Now, they were witnessing firsthand the terrifying combination of human strategy, discipline, and coordination. Their boast was hollow, and their confidence shattered. Admiral June gave a final order for the demonstration. Human ships shifted slightly, a visual display of power and coordination. The alien fleet could see the true scale of human technology and strategy, but it was already too late. They could not respond. Every path of escape was blocked. Every maneuver countered silently, without aggression. Fleet Commander Hyun reported, "They understand now. They fear us without a single shot fired." Hannah nodded. "That is enough for today. Let them carry this lesson forward. They will remember humans and their fleet." The alien fleet, shaken and confused, began to retreat, not in victory, but in survival. They would carry the memory of Earth's human fleet, its discipline, patience, and silent power, back to their homeworlds. Pride was gone, replaced with caution and fear. Admiral June watched silently as the alien ships moved away. Let them remember the day humans showed true power. Not by attack, but by preparation, coordination, and presence. The human fleet remained in formation, ready for any future aggression, yet calm, controlled, and disciplined. They had shown that humanity's greatest strength was not immediate violence, but the ability to wait, observe, and dominate through unity and strategy. Captain Hannah looked at the stars and whispered, "They will not forget us. Never again will the galaxy underestimate humans." Strategist 1 smiled faintly. "The lesson is learned. Fear does not come from weapons alone, but from the patience and precision of those who know how to use them." And so, the human fleet, quiet and overwhelming, watched the alien fleet retreat, their presence a testament to humanity's strength, a warning and a lesson to all who thought they could challenge Earth and its people. The alien fleet had retreated, leaving the vastness of space around Earth calm once more. The human fleet held its positions, silent and disciplined, a shadow of power that needed no weapon fire to command respect. Every officer, every crew member, understood that the battle had been won before it began. The aliens had witnessed human coordination, precision, and patience, and they would carry the memory of it forever. Admiral June stood on the bridge of his flagship, looking at the empty space where the alien fleet had been. His voice was calm but resolute. "They have learned what it means to face humans. This is a victory, not of firepower, but of strategy and unity." Commander Day nodded, his eyes still on the displays. "They will think twice before mocking or challenging Earth again." Captain Hannah turned to her crew. "We have shown them our strength without striking a single blow. That is the true power of humanity." Engineer Era monitored the systems, ensuring all ships were stable. Engines steady, weapons ready, shields intact. The fleet is prepared for anything, yet calm. Fleet Commander Hyun spoke from the Lunar Command Center. "They underestimate patience at their own peril. The lesson has been taught." Strategist 1 analyzed the alien fleet's retreat, noting every movement and reaction. "They understand now. Fear does not require combat. It is created by preparation, unity, and precise execution." Ensign Sora checked her displays, still in awe. "The aliens are gone, but their fear will remain. They will never forget what they witnessed today." June addressed the entire fleet over the communications network. "Return to patrol formations. Maintain readiness. Let this day be remembered not as a battle, but as a statement. Humanity does not need to destroy to command respect. Discipline, unity, and patience are our weapons." The human fleet shifted quietly into its standard patrol positions. Ships glided smoothly through orbit, scanners active, weapon systems monitored, engines ready. Each vessel knew its role, each crew member its responsibility. There was no celebration, no boast. Humans did not need to prove themselves by arrogance. Their actions spoke for themselves. Back on the alien flagship, the 5 leaders convened once more. Their faces were pale, tension evident. They had come to demonstrate power, to boast, to remind the galaxy of their superiority. Instead, they had been humbled by a species they had once dismissed. Their fleets, though strong, had been outmaneuvered, surrounded, and analyzed with precision that left no room for error. One of the alien leaders spoke. "We underestimated them. We believed their fleets would be small, their tactics simple. But we were wrong." Another added, "Their strength is in their unity, their patience. They do not strike without cause, yet they dominate without violence. The alien council aboard their ship began to reconsider policies toward Earth. Their pride had been damaged, and they would approach future interactions with caution. The memory of human patience, preparation, and coordination would influence every decision from this point forward. Meanwhile, the human command centers remained vigilant but calm. June, Dae, Hannah, Hyun, Won, Era, and Sora reviewed the outcomes. Every sensor reading, every crew report, every data log confirmed that the demonstration had been successful. Humans had not fired a shot, yet the aliens had been humbled and forced to respect humanity's power. Captain Hannah looked out at the stars. This is how humans thrive. We survive, we endure, we prepare, and we act with purpose. That is more terrifying than any weapon. June nodded. And it is what makes us respected, even feared, without ever having to destroy unnecessarily. Strategist 1 summarized the lessons learned. Humans are not the strongest by firepower alone. We are the strongest because we combine intellect, coordination, patience, and technology in ways others cannot predict or counter. That is our advantage. Ensign Sora smiled faintly. They will speak of today for centuries. Even our enemies will remember the human fleet. Fleet Commander Hyun gave the final order. All divisions, maintain readiness. Report anomalies. Continue observation. The galaxy has changed its understanding of humanity. Engineer Era checked all systems one last time. All functions stable. The fleet remains in perfect condition. Admiral June turned to the senior officers. We have demonstrated the power of humanity without aggression. Let the galaxy remember that strength is not always measured by the weapons you fire, but by the preparation, patience, and unity you display. The human fleet slowly withdrew from the orbit of Earth, spreading out to monitor potential threats. Each ship moved like a silent guardian, ready to act, yet maintaining calm authority. Humans had shown that true power was not in destruction, but in the quiet mastery of strategy and coordination. As the alien fleet disappeared into the distance, the 5 alien leaders could not help but reflect on the lesson they had learned. They had boasted of supremacy and believed in the invincibility of their battleships, but they had encountered humans and realized that there were forces they could neither predict nor easily defeat. The arrogance of centuries had met the discipline and patience of a new, powerful species. Hannah's voice echoed softly on the bridge. The galaxy has changed. We have earned respect without firing a single shot. That is our victory. June looked at the stars, silent and confident. And we will remain vigilant, ready, and united. This is how humans survive, thrive, and command respect in the galaxy. The human fleet continued its watch, a quiet yet overwhelming presence. Humanity had proven its strength, not through conquest, but through discipline, strategy, and the unmatched coordination of a fleet that the galaxy would never forget. The lesson had been delivered, and from this day forward, no one would underestimate Earth or its people again.